Turn again. Go that way. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Down that way. Straight to the end.
Not too heavy yet. Looking good, Zeke.
You look good. Second heavy yet or what?
The big peppermill.
Don't drop it.
Is that? I guess so. Really?
Keep moving.
We might be sitting right in front.
Next year, both your boys will start in that.
We'd ask you to please remain standing and join Michelle Bowie in God Save the Queen.
God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen, send her victory.
Thank you. The standing part will be over very shortly. We'd now like to ask Father Charles Chivry for the invocation, please.
Let us pray. All good and providential God, you are the source of all wisdom, love, and truth that guides us to true peace, freedom, and happiness. It is with abundant joy that we gather today as family and friends to formally recognize, affirm, and celebrate the success of our UPEI 2010 graduates. We thank you, God, for all the blessings and support given to them through the sacrifices of parents, spouses, relatives, and friends, through the input of the university administration, faculty, and staff, and especially through their own individual effort and work as they journeyed to this memorable day. May they enjoy future success with gratitude and humility. May peace, happy, and joy be integral components of their lives. When difficulties and hardships come their way, may they be strengthened by the assurance of your presence in their lives. And may they bear much fruit in their respective endeavors in life. Bless all of us gathered here today. Bless the proceedings of this convocation. And bless the wonderful memories that were engendered during their years at UPEI and during this graduation time. May all our thoughts, words, and actions be to your honor and glory. And we ask all this in your name. Amen.
Please be seated. First of all, to everybody that's here today, thank you very much for coming. This is the University of Prince Edward Island class of 2010. This morning we have with us a number of special guests, both in the front row, and I'll introduce the group on the front row on the stage. Her Honor, Lieutenant Governor Hagerman, Fred Hyman, who is the Chair of the Board of Governors, Robert Mitchell, representing the government of Prince Edward Island. Our two honorary graduates, I don't think the first needs much introduction. Patrick Binns, the Honorable Patrick Binns, and Harry Snow. Dean Reynolds of the Atlantic Veterinary College. Dean McDonald of the School of Business. Dean Goddard of Education. Dean Critchley with the Dean of Nursing. Kathy Kiley, our Registrar, and Dr. Philip Smith, who will be getting things running in order this morning as our Marshal. And of course, President McLaughlin is on my right. I think it was Lucy Maud Montgomery who talked about a sense of place. And if you don't get a sense of place for Prince Edward Island today, you never will. The crops are being put into the land. The seas are yielding their as ever abundant harvest today in preparation for the normal Mother's Day lobster feast tomorrow. And it's a great day to be on Prince Edward Island. And this university is part of Prince Edward Island, part of the community of Prince Edward Island, and we want to make it that and to continue to be that. We want everybody here to share in how precious a resource this university is and how precious these students are that graduate every year from the University of Prince Edward Island. Thank you for coming. Enjoy yourselves. Make some noise. You only get to usually graduate once. And I know everybody was a little bit somber yesterday in rehearsal, but I think they're not going to be so somber today. I'd like to call on our President, McLaughlin, for his address. Wait.
Chancellor Andrew, Your Honor, distinguished guests, you're all distinguished guests at this UPEI Convocation, members of the UPEI community, which means all of us, welcome. Most especially, welcome to the graduates of the UPEI class of 2010. To the families and supporters of our graduates, and to the entire community that joins us in this great celebration, welcome. Welcome to all of the wonderful people who fill this hall, and to the many who join us by viewing on Eastlink television and through other media. This is the day of pride and of celebration. We celebrate as a community. As we sit in this hall today, and as we join from a distance, we are privileged to be part of a fine community, a proud community, and a happy community. We come together today through this UPEI Convocation, and we should each stop and think about what it means to be part of a community and to be part of this great community. We are here in peace. We come together today on a beautiful campus, one that gets more beautiful by the hour as Mother Nature works her wonders and spring arrives. As we enjoy this convocation for the next 2 hours, let's imagine how our beautiful UPEI campus will have changed by noon as the spring leaves unfold in their beauty. We are blessed, and we are even more blessed when we stop to count our blessings. And that is surely what we do today in this great convocation. We count our blessings, notably those arrayed here in front of the stage. I ask you, and in particular our graduates, to think about how much things have changed and how much each of you, our graduates of 2010, has changed during the time that you have been a student at UPEI. More evidence of both change and beauty. You're all beautiful today. You know that. We know it. That's why we're here. This university has changed during the time that you've been students. In fact, you will be the first graduates of UPEI to receive your degree, diploma, or certificate as you cross this new stage. Something to be appreciative of, certainly for those of us who've walked across its predecessor. So enjoy your walk across this stage today. Take your time. You deserve it. Something that has not changed is the spirit of UPEI convocations. From the beginning, UPEI convocations have been known to be a good time, a happy time. So whoop it up, especially the graduates and those who are here to support them. Let's all whoop it up. In fact, let's try out that little bit of a whoop to get things started today. Can we hear something for our graduates? Of course, as we celebrate, we think about how we got here. Our graduates share this day with other special people. There are your families and all of the people who've been close to you through your years of study. May I ask the graduates of the class of 2010 to join in a round of applause for your families and your wonderful cast of supporters. Each graduate today will recognize the contributions of your teachers and of a whole cast of mentors, supporters, and friends here at UPEI who are committed to excellence in teaching and learning and to your success and well-being. Each of you will know in your own case who those special people have been for you. And together we know what it means to have a university that makes a priority of teaching and learning. That doesn't stop today. The mentors and models that our graduates have found among the faculty and staff at UPEI will be your mentors and models and your most ardent supporters for life. May I ask our graduates again to join all of us in acknowledging the contributions of UPEI faculty and staff. This is a special day to celebrate our sense of community, the community of the University of Prince Edward Island, a remarkable place of learning, growth, and achievement. In an increasingly hectic world, it is hard to find such places. Convocation is an important day to think about how we got here as an institution. Over our stage today, we have our new UPEI flag with the crest featuring the hammer and tongs and the bishop's ring representing St. Dunstan's University, and the crown and the personal ostrich feather plumes of the Prince of Wales representing Prince of Wales College, coming together through the open book, symbolic of our mission as a university. As we celebrate our graduates here today, we celebrate and give thanks to those who have built this university over the decades and the centuries. Our UPEI flag features the rust and green that so quintessentially, as our Chancellor said, signify this place, Prince Edward Island, the community that supports and nurtures this university and celebrates with us. This may, in fact, be one of the very best days of the year to see the rust and green of Prince Edward Island, or, to again quote Ella Montgomery, the ruby and the emerald. We have a university that honors its roots and its missions. We have a university that is embraced and supported by its community. We have a university that gives back to and serves its community here on Prince Edward Island and around the world. For those of you, I was going to say for those of you with good eyes, but in fact the motto that appears, if this were our full-fledged crest for the university, Fides Scientia Beneficium, faith, knowledge, service, remind us to believe in something more than ourselves, that there are greater powers, to recognize the importance of knowledge and the power of knowledge, and to remember to serve, to give back. We have two special people on the stage today who will be recognized for their achievements and for their service. Pat Binns and Harry Snow will be receiving honorary degrees, and for good reason. They have served and continue to serve their communities. They would tell you that their achievements are due to the support of many, including teachers and mentors, their families, and their willingness to embrace and serve their communities. Along with all of that, Pat Binns and Harry Snow have embraced good fortune. Today, we all enjoy and we appreciate good fortune. Remember that, good fortune. Embrace it and do your part to create it. There are graduates of the class of 2010 who are not with us today. Some are in places far away, engaged in work or further study. Some have already returned home. One of our graduates, Stephen Turner, has passed away before his convocation. We mourn Stephen and send our condolences to his family. As we think about life and about how it is both bountiful and brief, I'm reminded that most of you who graduate today, not all of you, but most, comprise what has become known as the millennial generation, those born between the late 1970s and the year 2000. When the idea of the millennial generation was first conceived, to some of us it doesn't seem so long ago, it was to signal and to underscore something new and important, a new millennium, indeed, your millennium. Well, folks, we're not only here, but we are already into the second decade of the 21st century. And you, identified only a few decades ago as the millennial generation, are already being succeeded by another generation. And you have the tools, notably the degrees, diplomas, and certificates that you will receive shortly to make your mark and to make a difference, including by continuing to learn. As you treat yourself to that celebratory walk on campus, and as you sit in this joy-filled hall today, I invite you to think about all of the ways that you can stay in touch with this place, stay in touch with each other, and be great UPEI mentors, be great UPEI ambassadors. This university has done well while you have been here. UPEI has done well and will do well because you have been here. I ask you to think today and into the future about how you can continue to contribute to UPEI's ongoing success and well-being. Universities are living institutions. Universities that really do well and that stand out in their communities and the world rely on ever richer networks and on a history of people, achievements, personalities, and pride. UPEI is such a university today. Every one of us in this room and every one of us who has an interest in this university and this convocation from near or far can make a difference, can make UPEI the finest university we can ever imagine it to be. So now we get on with the celebration, your celebration. You've worked hard for this day. Each of you knows what it took you to get here, the plans, the challenges, the moments of real progress and breakthrough. So enjoy the day. It in itself is a breakthrough and a milestone, and it's yours. So remember to have big smiles. That's one of the things that really is yours to enjoy for the next couple of hours, and in fact for the rest of your lives. Smile, it won't hurt, make lots of noise, cheer each other on, congratulate each other. So let's get going with this with a big round of applause for our graduates of 2010 in this celebration.
Thank you, President McLaughlin. As usual, I forget things. Unlike a rock concert, we encourage picture taking and recording of this moment. There's a backdrop over on my right, on your left. If you'd like to use that, please feel welcome to. Please feel welcome to have the cameras in full operation as we confer degrees this morning. The next part of the ceremony is the conferring of honorary degrees, and we'll proceed with that. Thanks.
Well, with a big, warm PEI welcome, Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, Harry E. Snow, business leader and community leader. Anyone who knows anything about building on Prince Edward Island knows the name Fitzgerald and Snow. For nearly half a century, it has played a leading role in the field of residential, commercial, and industrial construction in this province. Most of us know considerably less about its characteristically modest co-founder, Harry Edwin Snow. And even Harry Snow could not have foreseen, when he left his outport home of Leading Tickles, Newfoundland, in March 1949, aged 16, traveling on foot and by dog sled, to make his way in the world, that he would build a life and a career on Prince Edward Island. It was the Royal Canadian Air Force that eventually brought him to Summerside, to his future wife, Kathleen Fitzgerald, and to his lasting vocation. He began Fitzgerald and Snow in 1961 with his brother-in-law, Les Fitzgerald. They started building houses, but soon branched out into commercial and industrial construction, and in recent years have moved back into the residential field, specializing in one-stop design-build construction. Simply stated, Fitzgerald and Snow have become a major player in the maritime construction scene. Mr. Snow is also involved with Walmer Incorporated and Avalon Holdings Limited, which between them control 180,000 square feet of rental property. The gross sales in Fitzgerald and Snow's first year of operation, 1961, remember, totaled $28,000. Today, revenues range from 15 to 20 million, but I think the sales figures tell only a small part of the story. As one admirer puts it, Harry Snow is dependable and people know it. When people speak of him, the same attributes crop up again and again: quality, integrity, dependability, loyalty, ingenuity, and courtesy. All characteristics that our graduates today would share. To these, we must add community spirit. Among many involvements, he is a past president of the Construction Association of PEI and national board member, past president for 5 terms of the Prince County Family Services Bureau, founding board member of the PEI Social Action Housing Committee, and a generous philanthropist to numerous causes, including the education of his own employees. If his business achievements inspired his induction into the PEI Business Hall of Fame, it is his range of community service that earned him the Rotary Club's prestigious Paul Harris Fellowship. Harry Snow the Builder is also a great bibliophile, something we both share, with a particular penchant for works with about the great British Admiral Horatio Nelson. Like Nelson, he believes in deeds more than words, has lived Nelson's expectation that every man will do his duty. Harry Snow's duty, embracing both business and benefaction, has touched the lives of many people across our province. Mr. Chancellor, I now have the honor of requesting on behalf of the Senate of the University of Prince Edward Island that you confer upon Harry E. Snow the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
On behalf of the University of Prince Edward Island, it is my honor to present to you Harry Snow the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
Good morning, everyone. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting for the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, the Honorable Patrick G. Binns, farmer, politician, and diplomat. It is ironic that, according to the traditional, stubbornly held definition, neither Prince Edward Island's most famous fictional resident, Anne Shirley, nor one of its most distinguished actual inhabitants is, strictly speaking, an islander. But if being an islander does require that you be born here, then the career of Patrick G. Binns is testament to the need for a new definition. No person of his generation has been more committed to the welfare of our province. Born in Weyburn, Saskatchewan, Pat Binns first came to Prince Edward Island in 1970 on a student exchange program while studying for his MA in community development. His life quickly became bound up with the rural ethos of his adopted province. In the early 1970s, he became a farmer in the Southern Kings community of Hopefield and a highly effective community development worker with the island's Rural Development Council. His community service turned almost inevitably to public service. Twice, he helped lead the provincial Conservative Party out of the political wilderness. In 1978 and 79, he ran under party leader Angus MacLean's Rural Renaissance banner and spent 5 years as a Conservative cabinet minister in a variety of portfolios before serving one term as Conservative Member of Parliament for the riding of Cardigan. In the 1996 provincial election, newly returned to politics as Conservative leader, Binns won a stunning victory and became Prince Edward Island's 30th Premier. At the end of his 11-year premiership in 2007, he had served longer than any of his counterparts who were current national, provincial, or territorial Canadian government leaders. During his provincial term, the second longest in provincial history, Pat Binns exemplified both the progressive and conservative aspects of his party's name. Anxious to diversify the island's economic base, he nurtured the development of a knowledge economy. But at the same time, the bean farmer with the community development roots remained temperamentally and philosophically committed to conserving viable rural communities in an urbanizing, globalizing world. The same sense of balance was reflected in the Binns style: calm, unflappable, moderate, modest, statesmanlike. Perhaps it was that quality of statesmanship that inspired the Prime Minister to appoint him in 2007 as Canada's ambassador to Ireland, where he continues to serve his country and his province with distinction. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his outstanding leadership and devotion to this province, I now have the honor of requesting, on behalf of the Senate of the University of Prince Edward Island, that you confer upon the Honorable Patrick G. Binns the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
On behalf of the University of Prince Edward Island, it is indeed my honor to admit you, Patrick Binns, to the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Asher. Lieutenant Governor, Minister, Chancellor, Chairman of the Board of Governors, Fred, former Premiers, Senator Duffy, distinguished platform guests, members of the faculty, friends, family, and especially you graduates. Well, let me briefly thank the university for this honorary degree, and I feel that I can safely say for both Harry Snow and I that we're deeply honored to be recognized by the University of Prince Edward Island. This is indeed a great university, so the recognition does mean a lot. But as both Harry and I know, we did not get here alone. Our families, our staff, and the island community have enabled us to play a small role in the province's development, and we share this recognition with all of you. Well, graduates, you have succeeded. Congratulations. As the Irish would say, your achievement is brilliant. I would love to be able to come out there and give each of you a pat on the back, but I can't quite extend my arm that far, and indeed there are too many of you. So, following the Chancellor's earlier advice, I suggest you each give yourselves a pat on the back. And while you're doing that, maybe give the graduate next to you a pat on the back. Go ahead. Your degree has resulted from using your talent. You've demonstrated to everyone here that you have what it takes to succeed in life. Now, despite your degree, you may well still be asking yourself some questions. Some of you might have jobs, some don't. But no doubt, wherever you are, you're still asking yourself, where to now? How will I survive? What exactly will I do with my life? Will I contribute? Can I manage? I think there's one answer to all those questions, and that is that you have the talent to take the necessary steps to succeed. Have no fear about that. Last night, the night before, we were driving home in the dark, and I was thinking about that. When you get in the car at night, and I think most of you can drive, when you turn the headlights on, you can only see a few hundred feet ahead of you. But you don't let that stop you. You know where you want to go. You get in the car, you start the ignition, you turn on the lights, and you step in the accelerator. So take your next life steps with that same confidence, and you will reach your destination because you have the talent and the vision to do it. I believe that God gave each of us a special talent, and He gave you the capacity to now develop that talent in your chosen field, be it in business, in education, in nursing, veterinary medicine, philosophy, or whatever field you've chosen. Each of you is gifted with some extra ability. And you might be trying to still figure out exactly what that is, but you've used part of that ability already. And I know that each of you here is better at something than anybody else in your graduating class. Better than the chancellor, better than the president, better than myself. And I think you get the picture. But I'll use a sports example. I once golfed with President Wade, and we had the good fortune to be with the Prime Minister and with Lori Kane. Now, of course, in that foursome, there was only one golfer. There was only one with real talent. And, of course, she blew us away. But she used her talent. She wasn't sitting on her talent. She worked hard to become one of Canada's best golfers. Think about how so many ordinary Islanders have done the same thing. Brad Richards from Murray Harbor is one of the National Hockey League's greatest stars. Heather Moyse, Eli McCachran, both earned Olympic golds in bobsled. These athletes didn't do it by sitting on their talents. They took one step at a time. Maybe they were often in the dark as well about their future, but they've achieved greatness. Now, don't get me wrong. You don't have to be a superstar to be successful. What you really want from life is to be happy. And my belief is that the happiest people are those who figure out that happiness comes from doing what they're good at, doing what they really like, and then being the best they can be. It doesn't matter whether that's in nursing or business or philosophy. So in advancing your career, concentrate on what you really like, and then use your education to be the best you can be. Think about how a few others have used their talent. Lucy Maud has been mentioned twice this morning already, but she wrote, and she wrote passionately, and produced one of the most successful novels of all time. Anne of Green Gables brought recognition not only to Lucy Maud, but especially to her beloved island. She almost single-handedly produced a tourism industry on PEI by using her talent and doing what she liked doing, and that was writing. Two great musicians from PEI were just in Europe. Richard Wood, fiddle player, Gordon Belcher, singer, guitar player. Those two even amazed Irish audience. And Ireland, I believe, is the home of fantastic musicians. But Richard has used his talent to become one of the best fiddle players in the world. Gordon has played with legends like Buddy Knox and now uses his talents to help others develop through his recording studio. Well, we all know that PEI is a special place, and yes, it's small. But every day we are reminded that smallness does not inhibit the capacity for greatness. And I urge you, graduates, to think about building your career here on Prince Edward Island. In 1534, Jacques Cartier, while exploring off the North Shore, recorded in his journals that this island was the fairest land it was possible to see. It's quite a thing for somebody who had explored most of the known world at that time, and no doubt had spent time in the French Mediterranean. But he gave special recognition to Prince Edward Island. Prince Edward Island has been a center for the Micmacs for generations, became a French colony, became a British colony, and eventually, of course, a full province in the Dominion of Canada. And it was right here in Charlottetown that Confederation began. And so PEI has the same status as Ontario or Quebec or Alberta. We're small, but we are equal. And this gives us exceptional voice and position. Among First Ministers, our Premier has the same status as premiers from British Columbia, Nova Scotia, or any other province. And I mention this because our history and our status provides exceptional opportunity for you. By excelling here, you often participate at the national level or have that opportunity. No other place with 140,000 people has the same advantage. Again, I use a sports comparison. Suzanne Burt and her teammates become world champions. They were the best in Summerside, the best in the province, the best in the nation, and finally, world champions. And my point is simply this. If you have the talent and you have Prince Edward Island behind you, by combining talent and place, you can do almost anything that your mind can imagine. Many Irish came to Prince Edward Island looking for better opportunity for themselves and their families. And Ireland certainly had its challenges. But it too was an island that went from being relatively poor as a country to having the highest average per capita incomes in the world in 2008. Ireland didn't let its past or anything else hold it back. And I want to tell you about one Irishman who came to Prince Edward Island. He came as a first step towards his future away from home. His name was Owen Connolly. Now, if any of you have been to the Canton Cafe on Queen Street, you might have noticed on the building next door a bust of Owen Connolly. It's now known as the Connolly Block, and the building was built in 1899. But Owen came here, as some of your ancestors did, from County Monaghan. First, he worked on a farm. Then he raised money to buy his own farm. He started a general store, and then he added more stores. He started to trade. He eventually became a banker and was prominent with the Bank of Halifax. He put together a small fortune in his lifetime. And for you business students, you can do the same thing. From from his success, he gave back to the community. He provided for the poor blankets, coal to keep them warm in the wintertime. He sent money back to Monaghan to help build a cathedral. He did so well that he established a scholarship in 1881. It's now 129 years later, and that scholarship, that bursary, is still alive, helps 5 island students every year to further their education. I urge you to do the same thing. When you succeed, give back to your community, give back to your university. My point is simple. Irish people, often poor people from a small island country, prospered, made a difference on the international stage. And all of the people I've mentioned today are just like you. They put their pants on, one leg at a time, but they use their talent. You can and will also have the opportunity to make a difference. It's a matter of taking the steps, the next steps, even if you don't know where that road will eventually take you. Use your talent, and you will be successful, and I think you'll be happy at the same time. Use your talent here in Prince Edward Island, and you have an even greater chance of success, whether it's in business, in education, nursing, veterinary medicine, or in philosophy. So I'll close by calling on the Chancellor's advice earlier. And I will ask you to get active again, because I would like to hear you, graduates, make a promise about using your talents. And I'm wondering if you can say, I promise. Will you promise to use your talents? Can you say, I promise? I what? A little louder? Ah, that's better. If you keep that promise, you'll take the first steps towards a happy and successful future. Take care, and may God guide you on your life's journey. All the best.
Thank you, Dr. Binns. Thank you. Very, very kind words. I notice about 3 rows back, we've got the salmon colored for the School of Nursing, and I promised Dean Critchley I would do this, that for years at the University of Prince Edward Island, we've had a strong graduating class in nursing, and they've been principally educated in the basement of the old chapel. And that's going to change. As you go out today, on your left, that's where the new School of Nursing is going to be, and I think all Prince Edward Islanders should be proud of that we're putting a new School of Nursing in. We shall now proceed with the granting of diplomas and degrees. All candidates present at the convocation today, please rise and be recognized by your colleagues and by the community. I hereby award each one of you the diploma or degree that you have earned from the University of Prince Edward Island, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. I also award the diploma or degree in absentia to those whose records have been certified by Senate and who cannot be present at today's convocation. We will now begin the presentations. Please take your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degrees of Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Business in Tourism and Hospitality those students whose names shall be announced individually and whose qualifications for these degrees have been approved by the Senate.
For the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, Michael Adams. Jacqueline Hélène. Mitch Arsenault. Sharon Benwell. Joseph Bont. Gregory Daniel Bradley. Justin Patrick Bradley. Lena Buchanan. Colby Harris Callahan. Jennifer Alexandra Campbell. Suzanne Blythe Canvin. Matt Cassidy. Shomo Chowdhury. Cheng Chen. Lu Cheng. Karen Ann Klahasi. Chelsea Cudmore. Mazin Elez Z. Michaela Elizabeth Ellis. Bryce Elsley. David Feener. Asher Fredericks. Brad Kevin Gallant. Mosen Gomashi. Nancy Elaine Godkin. Justin Charles Gotel. Catherine Jane Hood. Jing Yi Huang. Andrew Hutchings. Ryan Keefe. Sam Keown. Kayla Marie Leger. Tina Lowther. Philip Donald McDonald. Holly Jean McInnes. Courtney McLean. Kristen Elizabeth McLeod. Colin McNiven. John Matthew Charles McPhail. Heather Ann McQuaid. Theo Nartley. Sophonis Negus. Andrew Penny. Allison Claire Power. Jake Power. Kyle Reardon. Tiffany Richard. Lindsay Rogerson. Megan Sherry. Nathan Snowy. Caitlin Vanessa Tweedy. Jana Vuzo. Kelly Diane Waite. Tim Wang. Mary Beth Yonker. For the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, Cooperative Education, Owasu Bani Hani. Kristen Alexandra Landry. Mary Beth Larter. Jennifer McLean. Philip Anthony Reed. Bethany Suzanne Seller. For the degree of Bachelor of Education, Human Resource Development, Errol Bruce Affleck.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honour to present to you for the degrees of Bachelor of Education, Human Resource Development, Bachelor of Education, and Bachelor of Education, French Immersion, those students whose names shall be announced individually and whose qualifications for these degrees have been approved by the Senate.
Now let's try that again. For the degree of Bachelor of Education, Human Resource Development, Errol Bruce Affleck. Gayleen Nicholson. For the degree of Bachelor of Education, Denise Marie Arbring. Amy Heather Beck. Bethany Myrtle Bonus. Nicole Angela Bryan. Stanley James Chason. Alana Stephanie Eileen Clark. Hannah Faye Coulson. Matthew Allen Craswell. Colette Marie Curran. Nicholas Diamond. Sarah Lee Drake Arsenault. Okay. Wendy Evers. Vanessa Ann Foster. Lindsay Genevieve Gorman. Tammy Hill Worth. Sarah Hockey. Jennifer Holdway. Allison Page Hurley. Nicole Christine Jackson Farrell. Matthew Kelly. Evan Kaloran. Rachel Lynn Kitson. Jamie Knox. Lindsay Ann Kwan. Cynthia Leahy. Jason A. McDonald. Jeremy Lorne McEachran. Melody McInnes. Vicki Francis McLeod. David McPhee. Amy McPherson. Amanda McWilliams. Darren Edward McQuaid. Carrie Lee Marie Mallard. Kyla Joyce Manthorn. Jonathan Melanson. Elizabeth Ann Moraes. Carrie Ann Morrissey. Mr. Jeffrey Noy. Ashley Dawn Paquette. Mary Ellen Elizabeth Peckham. Shiloh Chelsea Peters. Alexander Craig Ritchie. Misty Robbins. Lindsay Jane Rogers. Amy Lee Rundle. Heidi Shea. Devin Page Sherry. Lori Elizabeth Silvaggio. Nicole Simpson. Corey Sterling Stevenson. Matt Thompson. Maria Catherine Trainer. Victoria Catherine Walker. Leslie Diane Young. For the degree of Bachelor of Education, French Immersion, Rosetta Belfry. Christina Lynn Cashin. Melanie Marie Duguay. Angela Legere. Wendy Leanne McDonald. Lloyd George McKenzie. Jacinth Magnin. Annabelle Patterson. April Rose Walker. Jeannie Wedge.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing those students whose names shall be announced individually and whose qualifications for this degree have been approved by Senate.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Katie Lynn Arsenault. Tara Arsenault. T. Michelle Bizot. Marley Bruce. Danielle Casey. Janelle Carmichael. Rianne Caraher. Jolene Marie Casey. Janet Coffin. Julie Collins. Kimberly Joy Curran. Grace Ann McEwen Curry. Kaylee Cushman. Krista Daigle. Allison Ann DeRoche. Jillian Doucette. Melissa Doucette. Cheryl Edmonds. Shaughnessy Fisher. Chelsea Elizabeth Gallant. Laura Goody. Amanda Gillis. Megan Hennessy. Bailey Labreche. Sarah Larter. Sarah McElduff. Mark Anthony McKenzie. Pamela McKenzie. Ellen McKinnon. Kayla McKinnon. Brandy Leanne McClellan Stewart. Gina McLeod. Susan McPherson. Lisa McQuillan. Nicole Miles. Allison Millard. Beverly Susan Miller. Courtney Susan Myers. Allie Neri. Emily Tess Peaker. Justina Elizabeth Perry. Simon Pickles. Ashley Eileen Ann Poirier. Megan Ashley Rayner. Janelle Ann Richard. Sheila Mae Ricks. Jillian Ann Roberts. Caitlin Teresa Smallwood. Sarah Margaret Ann Salterman. James Allen Sullivan. Jillian Townsend. Lynn Ann Traynor. Robin Traynor. Megan Catherine Wood. Shinyu Azen.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree Doctor of Veterinary Medicine those students whose names shall be announced individually and whose qualifications for this degree have been approved by the Senate.
For the degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine, Dr. Anna Barndollar. Dr. Lauren Blair. Dr. Heidi Bach. Dr. Stephanie Bodnerchuk. Dr. Rhonda Bolter. Dr. Danielle Broaders. Dr. Katie Burrow. Dr. Laura Cagle. Dr. Erin Michelle Church. Dr. Catherine Emily Collodi. Dr. Christy Colson. Dr. Nicole Cummings. Dr. Corey Davis. Dr. Marlene Densmore. Dr. Heather Dayland. Dr. Gerard Dykstra. Dr. Nolan Golding. Dr. Jennifer Gordon. Dr. Charlotte Grayson. Dr. Melanie Hall. Dr. Chantel Houle. Dr. Sarah King. Dr. Adam Landry. Dr. Stephanie Landry. Dr. Michael Legg. Dr. Jennifer Hannah Macbeth. Dr. Thais McCoy. Dr. Elizabeth McElroy. Dr. Amy McGee. Dr. Sean David McKenzie. Dr. Jennifer McLean. Dr. Maddie McMaster, sorry. Dr. Amanda Elizabeth Masharali. Dr. Davizi Mitten. Dr. Magosha Michelski. Dr. Catherine Mullen. Dr. Khalid Munir. Dr. Jason Norris. Dr. Susan O'Brien. Dr. Adam Olgavy. Dr. Thomas Olgavy. Dr. Kira Penny. Dr. Shauna Michelle Richards. Dr. Sierra Riffel. Dr. Nancy Robichaud. Dr. Stephanie Robitaille. Dr. John Rufino. Dr. Alita Schmawi. No. Dr. Lisa Schneer. Dr. Lindsay Silva. Dr. Anthony Snyder. Dr. Kelly Stein. Dr. Megan Stuckless. Dr. Manon Turcott. Dr. Cornelia Vanden Hoek. Dr. Allison Wara. Dr. Megan Wenzel. Dr. Catherine Ann Wahlberg. Dr. Candace Swicker. Dr. Leslie A. Swicker.
If there's a pregnant pause, I must have missed again. I shall now we shall now proceed with the awarding of graduate degrees.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Master of Education those students whose names shall be announced individually and whose qualifications for this degree have been approved by the Senate.
For the degree of Master of Education, Michael P. Cameron. Simone DeRoche. Francine Duran. Rhonda Carol Ellis. Shauna Evans Renault. Lauren Gill O'Brien. Catherine Hendricken Cameron. Sharon Howitt. Lori Hubley. Christopher Michael McCauley. Craig McDonald. Andrew Lorne McDougall. Margaret Ann McIntyre. Leslie Pendleton. Erin Hazel Trudy Peterson. Jessica Shea Reeves. Jackie Ross. Catherine Jean Coffin Soulis. Gabriela Arias de Sanchez. David Whitty.
Mr. Chancellor, we have the honor to present to you for the degree of Master of Applied Health Services Research, Crystal Dawn LeBlanc, whose qualifications for this degree have been approved by the Senate.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Master of Science in the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine those students whose names shall be announced individually and whose qualifications for this degree have been approved by the Senate. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Master of Veterinary Science Soraya Tafazah Sayi, whose qualifications for this degree have been approved by the Senate. Mr. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree Doctor of Philosophy those students whose names shall be announced individually and whose qualifications for this degree have been approved by the Senate. We invite them to take a seat with the faculty to the right of the stage after receiving their degree.
For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Mabratu Tuwaldi Araya. Dr. Charles Carrigill. Dr. Dante Matteo. Dr. Sarah Elizabeth Stewart Clark. Dr. Daphne Ann Sears Gill. Dr. Julia Montgomery.
Thank you, Philip and the registrar and the ushers. Thank you very much. Now call upon Betty Johnson, President of the UPEI Alumni Association, who will address the graduates.
Thank you, Chancellor. Congratulations, first and foremost. Job well done. You did it. To the class of 2010, today is a day to be proud of your accomplishments and reflect on the many memories of your time spent here at UPEI. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you as our newest members of the University of Prince Edward Island alumni. Today, you join an elite network of 20,000 University of Prince Edward Island, St. Dunstan's University, and Prince of Wales College alumni who are now found across Canada and the world. We join your families in saying that we are immensely proud of you. As you go forward and continue to succeed, know that all of our university degrees succeed and increase in value with you. Remember that you have the encouragement of this network. Chances are that wherever you'll end up, your life and career will take you. Some of us are there. We're a growing support system. Take advantage of it. It will always help you to get where you need to go, and in turn, be ready to welcome those who come after you. Be sure to stay in touch. Let us and your fellow alumni know about your achievements, your milestones, and your whereabouts, whether it's by dropping by our Facebook site, checking out the alumni website, or visiting during summer reunions or homecoming. Take advantage of the alumni office and your benefits. We're always here, and we can't wait to help you. Again, congratulations, and enjoy your day. Thank you.
Thank you, Betty. This morning, as per usual at the convocation, we're delighted to have Her Honor, the Lieutenant Governor Barbara Hagerman, with us. We've asked Barbara, Governor Hagerman, if she'd please present prizes and medals to the recipients. The Marshal will announce each winner.
Your Honor, the Faculty of Education Prize for an Outstanding Education Student awarded to Cynthia Leahy. The R.G. Thompson Academic Achievement Medal for the graduating student with the highest aggregate in the 4 years of the veterinary medicine program, awarded to Dr. Jennifer Macbeth. The Yusuf Hashmi Scholarship for the student standing highest in the Business Administration program, awarded to Matthew Cassidy. The Margaret F. Monroe Scholarship for the student standing highest in the 4th year of the nursing program, awarded to Amanda Lee Gillis. The Governor General's Medal for a graduating student in a graduate program whose record, in the view of the committee, is so distinguished as to warrant special recognition, awarded to Dr. Charles Carrigal.
Thank you, Your Honor. I now call upon Dr. Christy Colson Cullen to deliver the valedictory address.
Mr. Chancellor, Your Honor, President McLaughlin, honorary degree recipients, UPEI faculty and staff, family and friends, it is an honor to stand before you today. I came to Prince Edward Island with determination and a dream of becoming a member of the 20th graduating class of the Atlantic Veterinary College here at UPEI. Born outside of Toronto and raised in the greater Boston area, I was accustomed to a hurried life surrounded by a large population. For my undergraduate degree, I went to the University of Connecticut with a large university of approximately 25,000 students. I had never been to Prince Edward Island before, but but I figured I had read Anne of Green Gables and I liked potatoes, so I was certain I knew what life would be like on this gentle island. But I was pleasantly surprised by what I found here. Now, I'm not speaking of PEI's long winters, but of the remarkable community that exists here. The word community inspires an image of people working together as a unit towards similar goals and ideals, supporting each other's interests, and caring for each other as individuals. An African proverb says, "It takes a village to raise a child," but I believe that it also takes a village to raise a veterinarian, a nurse, or a business leader. Many resources and much effort and time goes into creating a graduating class such as this one, and it takes a strong community, like the one found at UPEI, to do it well. In fact, this university does it so well that it continually attracts students from over 50 countries to this little corner of the globe. This success is a result of the strength of community that exists here, a community founded on the goal of exemplary education, support of special group interests, and a compassion for the individual student. At UPEI and the Atlantic Veterinary College, professors are dedicated to the goal of educating well-rounded students. They commit their time to support extracurricular activities and programs to further develop student growth. Such programs, such as the Chinook Project, helping animals in the far north, or the student-run UPEI Business Society, have reached national recognition and acclaim. Professors develop a relationship with their students, advise them through their studies, and encourage their success. As graduating students of UPEI, we know what we have been trained to do and are confident that we can do it well. The strength of the university community is continually cultivated by the people of Prince Edward Island. The public is generous with their time and energy supporting UPEI students and programs. But really, that's what life on PEI is all about, supporting each other and strengthening the community. I'm going to miss living here. I've enjoyed being called dear by the Sobeys cashier and knowing my pharmacist. Feeling comfortable to walk alone at night, lobster suppers, recycling almost half of my garbage, and relaxing on Sundays. PEI, I am happy to have met you. And so, with the support of my family, friends, and UPEI, I graduate and accomplish the biggest goal of my life. I leave Prince Edward Island to start my veterinary career and my life with my soon-to-be husband, Casey. I'm looking ahead with excitement, but will always remember what is behind me. To the UPEI class of 2010, I encourage you all to remember your years at UPEI. The relationships that you have developed do not end today. The community that has nurtured you will always be here to support you far beyond the classroom. In your future careers, you will develop new relationships in your new places. Take the lessons that you have learned at UPEI and share them with others to strengthen your new communities. Help and support each other, and we will all succeed. Congratulations, class of 2010.
Thank you, and I'll believe you'll agree that with our future business people, educators, health professionals, and professionals involved in animal welfare, we're pretty well set up for the next few decades. Once more, just a round of applause for the graduates, please. Following the convocation, we invite you down to the Wanda Wyatt Dining Hall. It's just down the path. please take advantage of what nature's provided to us today in terms of sunshine and lots of greenery for photographs on the way down there. At the dining hall, the Multiple Sclerosis Society will be selling flowers. And as well, we've got some banners in the west wall for pictures after graduation. Now asked Michelle Bowie to lead us, and I'd like everybody to rise as we sing our national anthem.